Hi friends, I'm Molly.
I'm Chris.
And we're bringing you a little treat magic. What are we bringing them?
We are bringing you a very slow yoga class.
Yes.
With the intention of beginner's mindset.
Wiping the slate clean, whether it's your first yoga class or your 50th yoga class, everybody's brand new here. Everyone's first class. Okay, so take all those preconceived notions out there and enjoy. We got to do this at Maine Yoga Fest here in front of this beautiful, beautiful harbor, and let us know what you think. Put your acting hats on, all right? You are all now playing the role of someone brand new to yoga, okay? You don't know the difference between a Lululemon and a Lulu Lime. Chaturanga sounds like an Indian curry to you, all right? So that is the intention. So every time you notice throughout class, you're going into maybe a habitual way into a posture, a way of thinking, way of breathing, way of yoga-ing. Catch yourself and just go, where did that come from? Maybe I can let that go and just come back to curiosity, getting curious about it. And we'll help you get there. Don't worry. Everyone should have a blanket, and I would love, or a towel. And what I would love for you to do is to roll that into a long noodle. Yeah, just like a fettuccine noodle. Just roll her up.
Fettuccine's flat.
Fettuccine's flat?
Like spaghetti?
Spaghetti, like a penne. See, beginner's mind. It's your first yoga class. It's my first time teaching spaghetti. A long spaghetti or a short penne, up to you. Not gonna make much difference. And you're just gonna put that to the side. You're gonna forget you did that, okay? That's gonna be like a little cliffhanger through the whole class. You're gonna be like, why'd she make me make a pasta noodle right after lunch? After you have your noodle, I want you to notice the position your body's in. Okay, how many of you are sitting like you would in a yoga class? Raise your hand if you're new to yoga. Everyone's hand should go up. Okay, so instead of sitting like you think you should in a yoga class, I want you to actually find the most comfortable seated position your body would like to have right now. Doesn't have to be a yoga position. Maybe it is. Maybe that is the one that you found today and it feels right.
During this next 90 minutes, above all else, please, please, please listen to your body and to your mind and to your heart, right? So we're going to offer movement and shapes. Maybe that works for your experience and maybe it doesn't, right? If it doesn't, please don't force it. Just find whatever expression is going to work for you today, right? Zero expectations. It's just all about how does it feel for you, right? That's the most important thing that we can offer.
And remember, since all of you are new at yoga, you don't know what the perfect posture looks like. So why are you even trying to compare? Everyone in here, it's your first yoga class. Don't look at what you're doing and you're doing and you're doing on your mat. You can just stay in your own body, all right?
So for opening meditation, maybe you're going to find a little bit of connection with the space below your body. Some people call that the ground. Whatever shape you're starting out in, can you find yourself inviting a little bit more ease to the shape? A little less effort. And then perhaps you take a big full breath in and let everything go. Another big giant full breath in and let that breath go. And these first few minutes are just for you to land here. This wonderful event, this amazing community, this beautiful, beautiful space. And then landing here on your mat, here within your own body, within your own mind, within your own heart. Landing here in this moment. Maybe you start to notice, where does your attention float to? What things are popping up in the mind? An invitation might be, is that something that you need to hold on to in this moment? Being curious, asking yourself the question, do I need to hold on to this right now? Maybe the answer is yes, and that's wonderful. But maybe the answer is no. You can kind of put it up on that shelf, come back to it at a later time if you like. Maybe your awareness lands in the rhythm of your breath. Without any expectation of what pattern your breath is, how long the inhale, how long the exhale. We're slowing things down. You're just breathing. There's little effort. Maybe a quick body scan. And starting with the feet, working up the legs, coming up through the torso, out the arms, up through the head, out through the crown. So what sensations are present? Maybe check in with your heart. What feelings are you carrying today? What emotions? Could be big, loud. Could be small and subtle. These check-ins. How often during your day do you actually stop to check in with you? And there's no right or wrong to whatever it is that you're observing. It's just data. It's just these little data points can help guide you into the next moment. Whatever position your body's in, perhaps inviting a hand to your heart and a hand to your abdomen. And feeling that hand connected to your heart, that source of your love and your compassion, your empathy, your truest self, your whole self. Hand connected to your abdomen, that energetic source of your strength, your guts, your determination, your power, your grit. And as you breathe in, perhaps noticing how breath moves through the heart. You can feel that with your hand. Breath moving through the abdomen, feeling that with the other hand. This reminder that all that love that's inside of you and it's not soft, right? It's strong. It's powerful. It's connected to your strength. Opposite way is true. That strength, that power, right? When you act in the space of resolve, you do so coming from that place of love, that place of kindness, place of empathy for yourself, for those around you. And all of that connected by your breath. Invite a big full breath in. Exhale, breath can go away. Another big full breath in. And let the breath go. One final time, full breath in, filling all the way up, and maybe hold just a beat longer, and then let everything out. So good. Maybe you start to open your eyes if you want. And if you're laying down, maybe come up to seated. If you're seated, that's a word. If you're sitting already, maybe just like a little movement, right? Just been sitting. That's a nice long meditation. So just get some of the wiggles out. Yeah, I guess we'll start to move. I think that's what comes next, right? I don't know. I'm a beginner. I've never taught a class before, so good luck for this next bit of time. All right, maybe take a big full breath in. Exhale, sigh that breath out. Another big full breath in. And let everything go. Right. Your next inhale, maybe both arms start to come on up. On an exhale, hands come back down. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, come on down. Maybe do this like for the next 30 seconds or so, right? Finding a rhythm and a pace that works for you, right? Just up and down, up and down. Right? Again, I'm not an expert, but I think this is called flying seagull. I don't know. Seated seagull, perhaps, because you're on the ground. I don't know. We're just making stuff up. And you'd have no idea because you're all brand new. Right? Amazing. Arms, come on up. Bring them back down, bring them to a T, and then give yourself the biggest hug that you've ever given yourself. Feel yourself breathe into that hug. Right? Showing yourself the love. Note which arm is on top. Send the arms out nice and wide. Bring it back. Switch the cross of the arms. Go bring yourself out nice and wide. Right hand comes on down, left hand coming on up. And maybe a side bend. Right? Can you feel that shoulder, right? Can you feel that left shoulder pulling away from the hips? Can you feel the breath expanding through the ribs? Take a breath in, exhale, go the other way. Finding yourself breathing through that side body. And come back out to the T. Let's find a twist here. Left hand might come across the front of the body, right hand reaching behind. Twist as big of a twist, as soft of a twist as you want. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, come back through center. Another breath in, exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, bring it out nice and wide. Exhale, start to come forward, come on to hands and knees perhaps, coming into tabletop. Right. As you find tabletop, hands pressing down, right? Fingers spread out nice and wide. Feeling that connection between shoulders and your fingertips pressing down, tops of the feet pressing into your space. Take a big full breath in. Exhale, let the breath go. Some cat and cows here. So you might take a big breath in, exhale, let it go. On your next inhale, start to lift the head, navel reaches for the ground, tailbone lifts up. On an exhale, starting to round your spine, press into your hands, shoulder blades, they move apart. Spine rounds towards the sky. On an inhale, come back through. Exhale, round your spine. And then do that handful more times on your own, right? Finding your own movement here. What might that feel like? Being brand new to yoga, you've never done a cat and a cow before, right? So how might you make the shape yours, your own experience, right? Arms moving different ways, shoulders, hips swaying, right? Any movement that calls to you, as big or small, as fast or as slow. And movement is just one option. Stillness sometimes feels great, right? You can find that spot that feels kind of nice to hang out and take a big breath in. As you exhale, come back down to center. Send left arm forward, right? Hand could stay right on the ground if that feels more comfortable, or hand could be in the air, reaching away. Can you feel fingertips pulling away from the shoulder? Right foot might start to reach behind. Toes on the ground, foot in the air. Big breath in, exhale. Bring hand down, bring knee down. Try it the other side. Right arm reaching out. Hand on the ground. Sometimes that feels a little more stable. Might feel like a little less effort. Toes on the ground, toes in the air. And nothing is permanent. You can try something and decide, hey, maybe this isn't for me today. Breath in, as you exhale, hand comes down, knee comes back, and start to draw hips back, send arms reaching forward, right? Can you feel your hands maybe just kind of crawl out just a little bit more? As you breathe in, perhaps noticing the back of the body expanding a little bit more. Slowly walk hands over to the left corner of the mat. As you do so, can you continue to draw the hips back, right? Another side bend. Can we work the breath to help expand that right side of the body just a little bit more? Take a breath in. As you exhale, hands walking through center, going to the opposite way. Hands are going to come back to center. And think about your hands pressing down, right? Really pressing down into the ground. So you feel your fingers like driving down into the mat, into the grass. And then slowly, super slowly, Pretend like you're trying to drag the ground to your knees and bring yourself forward into a knee down plank so your shoulders are out over your wrists. Feel yourself pressing the ground away. Can you feel that from shoulder blades all the way out through the fingertips? You're pressing. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring hips back towards your heels. On an inhale, you might start to come forward. And on an exhale, pull yourself back. And then work through that handful more times. Again, finding your own rhythm, finding your own pace. And slowing things down. Next time you come forward, shoulders out over your wrists, feel yourself really press into the ground, and then feel that resistance, right? You're pushing against gravity, and then feel the whole front body starts to lower to the ground, super slow. So now we've got hands underneath shoulders, elbows tucked in by your ribs. Maybe tops of feet start to press into the ground. You feel the muscles in your legs start to activate. So the muscles in your legs get super strong. Tops of your feet pressing down. Think about your hands and your fingers are starting to press into the ground. And whenever you're ready, on an inhale, you'll press through your hands, lift the torso any amount, right? Could be a little bit, could be a lot. And on an exhale, you'll come back down. On an inhale, you're lifting up. On an exhale, bringing it on down. On an inhale, lift up one more time. Exhale, bring it back down. And come up through a tabletop, send yourself into a child's posture. Knees could be wide. Toes could be touching, hips drawing back. Forehead could come down to the mat, or sometimes just crossing your arms and allowing your forehead to rest on your arms can feel kind of sweet. Maybe you come back to your breath. Can you feel the full expanse of the breath as it comes in? Allow the breath to go. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. As you're ready, come up through a tabletop. And then come to a tall kneeling shape. So, tall kneeling. Shoulders, ribs, stacked over hips, over knees. And invite arms to come out nice and wide. Bring right arm down, left hand up. And come back through center. Maybe this feels familiar. Right? We're doing it seated, now we're doing it kneeling. So just rock back and forth, right? Find your own movements. Maybe you're pairing your inhale and your exhale with your movement. And come back down to the T when you're ready. Give yourself another giant hug. This one, even bigger than before. Right? Your entire being is one of love. So why don't you show yourself your own love? Take a breath in, exhale nice and wide. Bring it back, switch the cross of the arms. You can release the arms. Invite the right foot to come forward. So we're in this knee down lunge, right foot forward. Feel spine grow nice and tall, arms coming out wide. Right hand to the right hip, left hand towards sky. And a side bend. And come back through T. We'll side bend other way. And come back through the T. We'll find the twist here. Left hand across the front of the body, right hand somewhere behind. Again, making twists as big or as small as you want it to be. Whenever you're ready, come back through center. So start to walk that front foot forward. Feels a little awkward, but you can kind of creep it a little bit forward. So your toes could be pointing away or toes curled back. And think about forward folding here from the hips. So just kind of sending the heart forward any amount. For some of us, that makes the back of the leg or the knee scream really, really loud. So a bend in the knee could be helpful. Take a breath in, exhale, let it go. And start to bring torso back up, bring the foot to the ground, and we're gonna find a low lunge. So whole body is gonna start to shift forward. So that right knee is coming out over the right foot somewhere. Left hip might come in front of the left knee. Your hands could stay low. You could bring torso up. You could bring that back knee up off the ground if you want. Just all options. Right? There is no right or wrong. There is no perfect. There's no hierarchy of what's better than or less than. It's just you and your breath. Right? If that back knee's up, go ahead, bring the back knee down. Start to bring the, where are we? It's hard to do this standing up. Start bringing torso back, and then we'll switch legs. Right. Different side of the body, it might feel different, it might look different. So allow it to unfold in its own way. Right. Arms coming out nice and wide. Left hand to the hip, right hand up. Maybe that side bend. When you take a breath in, exhale, come back through, side bend opposite way. Notice if you catch yourself holding your breath. Right? Can you continue to breathe even when feeling a little off center? We'll come back to the T. We'll find that twist, right hand across, left hand behind. Take a breath in, exhale, come back through center. Now start to walk that front foot forward. Right, toes pointing away or curled back towards the shin. Maybe front body starts to hinge forward, heart's going towards the toes. Maybe you notice a change of sensation on this side. And again, a bend in the knee can help relieve a little bit of pressure from the knee or if the hamstring. If your hamstrings are like mine, they're made out of steel and they just don't stretch. A bend in the knee, pretty helpful. Take a breath in. As you exhale, torso comes back up, foot comes to the ground, and find the low lunge here. Front knee going over the front foot. Right back knee staying down or lifting up. Hands to the ground, hands up, whatever you want. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the body back. You can bring the knee underneath, arms coming out nice and wide. You know where we're going. You're giving yourself another hug. Right, if we don't slow down and take care of yourself and nurture yourself, remind yourself of all this love that's inside of you, right, that's there to serve you and support you and guide you, it makes it so much harder to look out for your people, for your family, your friends, your colleagues, your community. Right? Take a big breath in, exhale, open up nice and wide, another breath in, exhale, another big hug. Take a big breath in, exhale, let your arms down. Come back to a child's posture, so that's knees wide, toes could be touching. Right, check back in with yourself, right? Check back in, body, scan through the body. Has anything changed? Anything different? Check in with the mind. Where are your thoughts at? Check in with the heart. What feelings are you nurturing? Go take a big full breath in. Exhale, let the breath out. Before you move, stay where you are. I'm going to challenge you. If you haven't noticed, this is not quite a hot power flow core yoga practice. Maybe a little bit different. And we're moving slow, we're slowing things down, we're exploring space, exploring breath, being in this moment. So when I tell you, that's rude. When I invite you, you're going to come up to stand, but don't go just yet. What I want to challenge you to do is to go as slow as humanly possible, right? If this were a more vinyasa-like core power class, you might do a chaturanga, you might do some downward dogs, some sun salutations, a lot of movement, right? Could be really fast, could be really strong. I want to invite you to do the exact opposite. So I'm going to time for 1 minute, okay? And the last person to come to stand in the front part of their mat might get a prize, might get a reward, okay? So I'm actually going to time it. I'm going to get the old stopwatch going. Right, on my mark, now. So you have 1 minute, right? Now, because you're all new to yoga, you have no idea what movements or what postures might make sense or not make sense, right? 1 minute to go super slow. There is no right or wrong. What kind of movement makes sense for you in this moment? Because you've never done yoga before. You have no idea what a, quote, normal yoga class, unquote, would actually look like. We're about halfway there. Loving seeing all the different shapes and different movements, different way of getting there. About 15 seconds. Right. I've seen enough of The Walking Dead to know I should probably be scared. So we're over the minute, but that's all right. We're just getting there. Right, our culture, our society, it rewards going fast, right? It's always rewarding and encouraging acceleration and doing more, going faster, consuming more, rushing, right? Here, right, we're slowing down. Okay, here we are, you're standing. This is beautiful. Come into a mountain pose, which might look like hands down by your side, feet about hip width. Feel yourself super tall. Take a big full breath in. Exhale, breath out. If you're not at the front edge of your mat, maybe you come up to that space. And then with your left leg, start to lift the left leg up and just take a step back. Find your footing, find your foundation, and then right knee can start to bend. So right knee coming out over the front foot somewhere. You might scoot that back leg, that back foot in a little bit. And then arms coming on up. Warrior One-esque type shape. Right? So strong, so powerful, your heart shining forward. I like to say, like, Warrior One is you telling everybody around you that you're going to fight for yourself, that you're here for you, that you're standing up for yourself, right? All that strength being guided by your heart, all of it here for you. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, arms coming on down. Arms reaching behind. Left hand starts to cheat forward, reaching forward. Right hand sticks, reaching behind you. Then that fancy pinwheel action to bring the left hand up, opening up Warrior Two. So front foot pointing towards the water, back foot parallel back edge of the mat. Hey, Frank. Right. Warrior Two, you might be looking out over the water. Right here, your heart shining to the people around you, right? Moving in all directions. If Warrior One, you're saying, I'm here to fight for me. I'm here to be for myself, standing up for my heart. Right? Warrior Two, you're telling the people around you that you're here for them. Right? You're here for your community. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Hand might start to reach forward, flip of the palm in a reverse. Hand coming back down, step it forward, come back to the front part of your mat. Before Molly gets in the game, we'll do the other side. Let me think, where were we? Other side, other foot lifts up. I'll follow you. Okay. Perfect. Right. Thank you. Take that step back. Okay. Find your footing. You're pressing down through the front foot as much as you are through the back foot. Torso's hanging out over the hips, arms coming on up, right? Warrior One, you're here for yourself. You're standing up for your heart. You're strong. You're powerful. None of this bullshit from the big, crazy, fast, super competitive world not affecting you. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. Arms reaching back. Our right hand starts to reach forward, left hand stays back. Pinwheel open, find warrior two going the other way. Right, so strong, telling your community that you're here for them. Flip that front palm, reach a little bit forward, a bit of a reverse. Take a breath in. Exhale, step forward, front part of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up nice and tall. Exhale, hands come down through the heart center. One hand to the heart, one hand to the abdomen. Reconnecting with that inner love, that inner strength. Taking big breath in. Exhale, let the breath go. Another big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come down through heart center, a bend in the knees, send hips back, forward fold. Inhale, lift the torso up so it's halfway, so parallel to the ground. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands come on down to the ground, and then lower yourself down to the ground. Come down maybe through a tabletop, and then finding a child's pose.
So as you find this child's posture, let it be the first one you've ever done. Even though in your first yoga class of all time today, you did one earlier, this one's still brand new. So how can you find a bit more ease? Can you play with where the arms go? Maybe they reach forward, maybe they reach behind. And then check in with your lower body. Maybe the legs go a little wider. Maybe it feels better to bring them in close. Maybe you're like, you know what, I hate this, and I want to sit in butterfly instead. But wherever you are, bring your awareness to your back body. So often when we practice breath work, we're so focused on the front of the body, expanding through the abdomen, expanding through the ribs, the chest. Let's nurture that back. So on your next inhale, can you feel the whole left back lung fill up with air? Sending all that air to the back of the left lung. And as you exhale, can you feel the left side of your back soften? Keep doing that, just on the left side, receiving the next breath deep into the back of the left lung. And feeling the whole left side of your back soften as you release. Taking this beginner's mind into our way of breathing. Good, now let's do the right side. So breathing into the back of the right lung. Let it take up space. Allow that right lung to fully expand and then soften the right side of the back as you breathe out. And maybe you get curious here. Does one side feel a bit easier to connect with? Does one side feel tighter, tenser, more open? No expectations here, right? We're brand new to yoga. We have no expectations. Maybe this is how it's supposed to be. So instead of judgment, all we have is curiosity. Now take your next breath in through both lungs. The whole back side of the body expands. And with your exhale, feel the whole back line of your body soften. Once more, just like that. Receive a full breath in through the whole back body. Feel the whole back body soften. Now, in your own way, in your own time, there's no prize this time, but I still implore you to go slowly. You're going to shimmy, shimmy, that's a technical term, onto your front body. So you'll land with your hands stacked under your forehead, legs long. Take your time. There's no gold stars for getting there first. Just coming onto your front body. Yeah, and see if some organic movement comes up for you here. So maybe it's floating the legs up and letting them windshield wiper. Maybe it's a rock of the head side to side. Maybe you bring your inner knee up alongside you like Spider-Man climbing up a vent. Pretty sure that was in the sutras. And then eventually find stillness with your forehead pressed to those hands underneath your head. Legs will go long. And just notice how your low back feels here, with legs long, head to hands. Our goal here is not to feel the most, just to feel something, little pressure in the low back. So if you're there, you could stay right here. If you're like, you know what, Molly, I don't feel much at all, that's cool. Just prop yourself up on your elbows like you're watching TV. Coming up into a Sphinx posture. Now those elbows can either be underneath your shoulders, or if you want to decrease the angle of the low back, you can bring the elbows closer towards the seat. Now if your head feels heavy, you could bend the elbows. Prop your head in your hands. Just allow yourself now to breathe into the low back here. Relax your jaw. This next breath in, perhaps you inhale curiosity. What is my low back feeling? What is here in this moment to notice? And solidifying that beginner's mind by exhaling expectations. Any shoulds. I always say, stop shoulding on yourself. Inhale, curiosity. Exhale, expectations. And just notice as you're here, if you're like, oh my God, I hate this, lower down. It's fine. There's no perfect, there's no good, there's no better, there's no bad, there just is. Take one more breath in and sigh it out your mouth. You got more in there you can release. Really, breathe in all of the crap you've been holding on to this week, this month, this year, this life, and let it go. Yeah, that's what we call a yogi breath. Go ahead and lower down. Maybe you place your hands underneath your forehead again, or maybe turning a cheek to the side feels better here. And then you can decide, do you want to just stay with legs long? Do you want to float the legs up and windshield wiper? Do you want to Spider-Man by sliding your knee up? Do I do something different? You've got 1 minute to get from wherever you are to flipped onto your back like a pancake. Take your time. How do you want to get there? And just for the sake of my own sanity, we'll all have feet towards the sea. Okay, feet towards the sea. I know, some of you are gonna have to spin around, but trust me, it's gonna make everyone's life easier. No rush, you've got time. Get creative. Is your body craving something on the way? Maybe it's a drink of water. Maybe it's that 4-leaf clover you noticed in the low lunge that you just gotta pluck for later. Love it. Love it. Yeah, take what you need. Take what you need. This is your time, right? I think so often when we come to yoga classes, not you all because this is your first class, but what could happen sometimes is we come to yoga class for a long time and we start to create expectations about what we think we should be doing. We should be, going through a flow over here, or I should be able to let go of my Trader Joe's shopping list while I'm in this meditation, or I should be wearing a matching, workout set. I should be doing what the person in front of me is doing. Can you let any of that go? And instead, your only should is what feels good right now. What do I actually want? Why am I here? Okay, you remember that noodle? Remember that noodle I had you make 20 years ago? You're gonna take that noodle. Place your feet to the floor. I guess the ground. And then you're going to just kind of lift up, shimmy yourself up, slide that noodle underneath your shoulder blades, like right behind that diaphragm. And then lay yourself back down gently. As you come down, you get to adjust, right? So if it's hitting you in a place that hurts, move it. If you feel like your arms can't relax around it, move it. Do you feel like it's too wide or too thin? Re-noodle it. Maybe you choose the penne version. Great. So once you have your noodle there, you get to make some choices about where you go next. And I should say too, if you're like, I don't want to go to Noodle Town, I'm gluten-free, just move that noodle out of the way. You can just rest on your back. That's fine too. Yeah, you're allowed to laugh at that.
I am gluten-free, but I want to go to Noodle Town.
Don't we all? I know, so relatable. So your feet can stay to the ground with your knees bent. You could also decide to bring your feet together and let your knees drop out towards the sides of the tent. Or you could let your legs go long so your heels rest on the ground. Up to you. For the arms, some of you are already doing this, which is fantastic. You could open them up, you could place them to the body, or you could hold them overhead. I want you to find a position that you can be with for a little while. Truly slowing down into it. Don't worry about what the shape looks like. Only what it feels like. That's all that matters. And give yourself the space to really settle in, right? Princess and the Pea style. If there's a grain of sand underneath your left big toe and you notice it now, you're really going to feel it in like 3 minutes. So it's worth it to adjust. You're allowed to be comfortable. I think so often we think that yoga is about growth, and in order to grow, I need to be uncomfortable. I need to stretch myself. But you know, if you did a bicep curl every single day, and lifted heavier and heavier and heavier every single day, never took a day off, your biceps would never grow. Because your muscles, they actually grow in the resting phase. And so you could do 1,000,000 vinyasas, 1,000,000 hot yoga classes, 1,000,000 meditations, but if you don't find time to just be, none of that has a chance to integrate. And so because you're all beginners and this is your first yoga class, I want you to just notice after a little bit of movement, how does the body respond to stillness? How does the mind respond to stillness? And can you stay curious to whatever's here? Getting curious, even in the same shape, are you still comfortable? Is there something you can do to find more ease here? You don't need my permission. as Chris and I were planning this class, we really wanted to sort of leave you with a wisdom from the ancients, you know? So that you know it's not just two goons who are saying that beginner's mind is important. It's, you know, written in the sacred texts as well. And so I'd like to share a story with you from those scriptures. It goes like this. A young woman sought to honor her people by making a sacred offering, Thanksgiving dessert. Her hands and heart open, for the first time in her life, she made fresh jam, whipped cream, and layered with love a beautiful, albeit unique dish. Unfortunately, when 2 pages of the recipe book became stuck together, her dessert became half trifle, half shepherd's pie. 2 pages of the sacred recipe clung together, and so custard rested upon beef, peas upon jam. Her friends saw only error and grimaced at the sight, but one, unclouded by judgment, lifted his spoon. And with a beginner's mind, he tasted, and with a clear and childlike mind, declared, "What's not to like? Custard? Good. Jam? Good. Meat? Good." That's as told in the Scriptures of Friends, Season 6, Episode 9. But it goes to show, beginner's mind doesn't ask what should be, only what is. And sometimes it can help us find joy even in the midst of beef and cream. Go ahead and take 5 more of your own breaths here. Maybe you've created more breathing room that you can expand into. And then go ahead and bring your feet to the mat if they're not there already, so the knees will point up towards the sky. And press into your feet, use your arms, do a little shimmy to get that noodle out from under you. Just toss it to the side. Come back down. Maybe you feel called to do a little shimmy in the hips. So come back down and put your feet on the mat. Hug your knees up in towards your chest. Give yourself a little rock and roll side to side. And then shift your hips a little bit to the right and let your knees drop to the left. So coming into a twist. If that noodle would support you, you can throw it underneath the right shoulder or in between the knees. But even as you're all tangled up, can you find the breath? Can you let it take up space? Maybe you invite your breath to move into a part of your body it doesn't normally go. Is there a nook or a cranny that you can allow the breath to fill here? Relax your jaw. And while you're in this shape, Really, really important before we transition that you do this, okay? So listen up. The right side of your mouth is gonna start to curve upward, like towards your eyebrow. And then the left side's gonna do the same. And then your lips are gonna part a little bit so that your teeth get a little bit of oxygen. Your teeth need the oxygen, okay? Yeah, we call this a smileasana. So I'll invite you to keep your smileasana on as you bring your knees back through center. Maybe you take a little shimmy, shimmy side to side before you set up for the other side, dropping your knees in the opposite direction. There's a fun fact about smiling. Did you know that when you do that act of smiling, it could be completely fake. It could be just what you did here where you're like, yeah, okay, Molly, I got this. Your brain doesn't know the difference. It still sends out those happy hormones into your bloodstream, which make it easier to smile later. Literally fake it till you make it. So maybe for the next couple of breaths, even if you're like, I can't wait for her to stop yapping, or even if you're like, wow, this is the most beautiful festival I've ever been to, wherever you are, you just smile. And just notice if you can feel that shift within you start to happen. Before we transition, put your smile back on if you lost it. Then slowly bring your knees back through center. Doing whatever movement might feel nice here, or maybe stillness. And I'm going to remind you that this is your first yoga class. You don't have a whole history of yoga postures. All you have is your body and your ability to feel whatever your body needs. And so we have time for one shape before Shavasana, which for everyone new is our final resting shape. So tune into your body. Ask it, what do I need before rest? And move into that shape or create that movement here and now. It does not have to be a traditional asana. It does not have to be fancy. It just has to be what you need. Take your time. I'll give you a halfway mark in case anyone's doing a one-sided situation. What is it like to give yourself exactly what you need? And because how you do anything is how you do everything, when you practice giving yourself exactly what you need in a yoga class, you start allowing yourself to have everything you need outside of class. What a gift. One-sided, folks, this is your halfway mark. If you want to switch sides, if you want to change postures altogether, If you want to stay right where you are. And then we'll take a slow transition towards Shavasana. No rush, not allowed to rush. It's my one rule. Well, my second. The first is you have to keep breathing. Second is don't rush. But Shavasana you can do on your back, lying down. You can lie on your side. You can lie on your abdomen. You can sit. It's whatever's going to feel good to you. And I'll encourage you to get creative with your props. Whether that's your towel, your blanket, your bag, your water bottle, to find the most comfortable shape. And there may or may not be a prize. The most comfortable looking Shavasana. So take your time, Princess and the Piat. If you come into one shape and you're like, you know what, that's not doing it for me, switch it. Giving yourself permission to be held here by the earth, by this sea, by this community. By this beautiful, beautiful day. So as you land into your shape, just bring your awareness to the parts of your body that make contact with something else. So the ground or your mat, a blanket, can you lean into that support just a little bit more here? Letting go of your day, your to-do list, whatever's on your schedule for later. Because right here, right now, there's nowhere else you need to be and nothing else you need to do. And so as you begin to experience your first Shavasana ever, allow yourself to soak it in. Rest, uninterrupted rest. And enjoy. Start to bring your awareness back to your breath. Inhaling curiosity. Exhaling expectations. Take a moment to tune in. How does your body feel? Has anything shifted in your brain or your heart? What gifts can you carry away from this space into the rest of your day? If you're lying down, you can slowly start to roll to your side. Either side is fine. Take your time. If you're seated, maybe you do a little wiggledy-wobbledy with the shoulders, the head, torso. Perhaps the eyes close or the gaze lands down to the grass or the sea. Just to keep your awareness internal. These final moments. I'll invite you to take a moment to acknowledge the effort it took to be here. You had 72 million other options for how to spend your Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday. And you chose to be here, connecting your body, breath, and mind, and that is such a gift. It's one that not only supports you, but everyone around you. When you're ready, we'll all meet in seated, no rush, no rush. As you land in your seat, you're invited to place your palms together in front of your heart. Honoring and acknowledging your own good heart for leading you here, supporting you. Honoring each other for sharing this space. And honoring this beautiful festival, this beautiful day, all the beautiful nature around us. And what a privilege it is to experience this through the lens of yoga. We'll close with a breath of gratitude. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. And open your mouth to let it go. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm Molly. This is Chris. If you have any questions, we'll be around. Here's what I see happen all the time. Okay, you go through this 90-minute class where you just slowed down, and then as soon as we say break, you're like shoving all of the bundles and all of the box and trying to get everything together and get out as fast as possible. Take your time. Take your time. You're not rushed here, so maybe carry that slowness as you fold your blanket. Carry that slowness as you roll up your mat. Carry that slowness as you go to your next class or walk around the vendor village or even go off to the grocery store, whatever you got going on. But see how long you can prolong this slowness, okay? Have a good day. Thank you.